Hello, talentguy.com here. I am very excited because I got my first response to one of my singing lessons that I get to critique. The YouTube username Singing for Life 79 submitted her performance of You Raise Me Up by Josh Groban. And before I start, I just gotta say, Singing for Life 79, your voice is really beautiful. There were just a few areas here and there that could be improved. And we're going to start out with the performance.
I am down and oh my soul so weary.
That was great.
When troubles come and my heart burdened be.
I would have probably crescendoed a little bit on burden be. Okay? But it was pretty good, but I would have pushed the listener a little bit more on the burden be part, okay?
Then I am still and wait here in the silence.
That was good.
Until you come and sit.
Until you come. I would have crescendoed a little bit. Now, I haven't warmed up or anything, so some of these notes that I sing may sound a little but it's just during a critique, I'm only going to be telling what should happen. I'm not necessarily going to be performing it like it should be performed.
Sit a while with me.
And on Sit a While With Me, I would have crescendoed on there a little bit. That's how you create the feel. And anytime you sing, make sure you have in your mind how you want the listener to feel as you're singing. And then you'll be able to know what you should do. Here we go.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas.
On the stormy seas part, you didn't hold the note long enough, and actually let's see, I'm looking at this item here on 118. Let's see, notes. On some of these notes, you have to think like you're gliding onto the note rather than reaching up, because you were a little bit flat there on 118. I'm going to rewind here a little bit, okay? Pay attention to, here's the number, by the way, okay, where the mouse is. And on 118, you were kind of reaching for the note. Watch.
Stand on mountains. You raise me up to.
Actually, on You Raise Me Up, on that you weren't necessarily on the note all that well. You kind of slid into it a little bit too much. I'm going to play that again. Oh, actually, right there. Actually, it was on 122. On you, watch. Here, let me do it again, okay? That part was okay. Right there, you were a little flat. Right there, you see that? Watch, let's do it again. You're a little flat on that part. Watch, coming up. That was okay. Right here. You know what I mean? It's like you were reaching for that note. So instead of reaching, you raise me up. I'm exaggerating. It was not that bad, but you kind of did that. You raise me up. It got a little lazy there. You should have been thinking ahead and basically gently landing on the note rather than reaching for it. Okay? So I'm gonna go on. Okay, I'm going to rewind that. On shoulders, anytime you have vowels, hold the note. Watch. Shoulder part. Here we go. Shoulders. So on shoulders, anytime you have o, ah, e, anytime you have vowels, try to make them a little bit more open. And you may even want to crescendo a little bit on most vowels, because that's the only, those are the only sounds that you can actually create some kind of a shape. Most vowels I would do a little bit of a crescendo. That's only a style interpretation. You don't have to do that, but that's one of the things you could do to kind of get people to rock back and forth and follow your voice. Okay? So I'm going to continue.
Raise me up to more than I can be.
So, let's see. But other than that, I mean, your breathing and stuff like that is fine. I think you may be letting out a little bit too much air and running out of your air support a little bit throughout. So practice the sustained breathing exercises. Here we go.
No life without its hunger. Each restless heart beats so imperfectly.
Okay, right there. Imperfectly. I would have, on the E sound, I would have sustained a little more and crescendoed. Again, that's only for that same feel that I was talking about. Because this song is more of a either rocking back or a swaying side to side type of a feel, right? And on watch, I'll do the imperfectly part again. Hold on, here we go. Here we go.
Each restless heart beats so imperfectly. But when you call,
I would have held it a little bit more. On a lot of your notes, you're not holding them to the full note value. You're kind of just letting them die off to the end. Hold them for the full note value and then stop. Let's see. We're almost done. So here we go. Let's continue.
Sometimes I think I glimpse eternity.
Okay, and on eternity, you kind of died off there too. Eternity. So those were some of your problems. They were all minor. Overall, you're really good. But it's these little things that make a song move people. And the good singers move people, and they give them tingling sensations. And one of the things that you should aim for is to sing the way that they do. You may even want to write down what they're doing and how you're feeling. And then ask yourself, why are you feeling that way? And then if you can figure out what they did, try to copy it. So, hope this was helpful. Thank you very much for replying to my voice lesson. Hopefully this was also helpful. And in the future, if you don't mind, it would be nice if I could see you as you're singing, because the way that you sing is very important. For example, if on your high notes, you were like singing your high notes like this and stuff with your neck bent, that's really bad. You're supposed to basically keep your head perfectly still and stuff like that, so that you can have an open throat without anything blocking your throat and stuff like that. So, if possible, it would be nice if I could have a video of at least just, from here, from your chest and up, so that I can at least critique how your posture is, because posture is important too. Thanks again. TalentGuy.com signing off.